have this one goal in life: create and live from my art. Really simple, right? It should, I guess. But why are we humans so easily distracted, even when we crave for that thing that is supposed to motivate us and bring us joy? Because the higher the mountain seems, the harder it is to find strength and courage to climb up. How easy it is then to just go on your way and lie to yourself. I don't have the right equipment. I'm not prepared enough. I need a bit more time. That's what I just did these past few weeks. Yes, my life has changed somewhat, and I needed to find a new routine and a new balance. I could think about so many reasons for not having committed to my goals just to avoid feeling guilty. Taking time for yourself is healthy, of course, especially when things get a bit hectic. But it should not be an excuse for lingering. Time flies and you can never get it back. It is so frustrating to realize that you're still at the same point as 1 week, 1 month, or 1 year ago. Don't you want to see what that mountain has to offer? What it looks like at the top? What it feels to have the sun on your face, contemplating that beautiful landscape beneath your feet as you look back on how far you have come. Of course, there is fear. Fear of failure that slows you down, sometimes before you even tried to reach your goal. What if I fail? What if I can't fulfill my dream? Am I ready for that? The answer is so simple. You will never know unless you try as hard as you can. Don't forget that Rome was not built in a day. Big goals require all your time and energy, but this is for a good reason, don't you think? And all the mistakes you could have made along your way will just make your journey richer and give you strength to face upcoming challenges. Though it may be tempting now to just grab your bag and go climb that mountain, take a minute to plan your journey. Remember this: a goal without a plan is just a wish. Which way is the best? How long will it take to arrive? What do you really need to bring with you? Big projects sometimes require you to start small to reach great heights. That's what I'm at right now, organizing myself and prioritizing tasks. My 2 main goals for this month ahead are clear and simple: painting and YouTubing. For the moment, I'm trying to work with 3 different planners. One listing subtasks for the whole month to give me clear guidelines. One with a monthly overview to set deadlines. If I don't have any deadline, it feels like I have unlimited time to accomplish my tasks, and I'd rather avoid that to get productive. Finally, I have this weekly planner to have a clear roadmap all week long. In practice, I've set up a typical week to give me a working base from which to build, Of course, it's not set in stone. I know quite well that things won't always go as I'd like them to, but it's still useful if I ever feel lost or don't know where to head anymore. So here I have my hourly schedule to keep a certain rhythm of work each day, then the tasks I'd like to accomplish during the week. But to be honest, between the time I made this schedule and today, I've already thought of another way of organizing things, alternating from one week to the next, with why not 1 week dedicated to YouTube, like filming, editing, etc., and another where I'll focus solely on painting. We'll see how it goes for me. I don't think I have time to figure out what I prefer in only a month, but it gives me some ideas to think about for the future. That's for organization. Now I'm also trying to have realistic goals in order to not be burnt out at the end of the month. The idea is to repeat this routine each month in order to be productive in the long term. It really is a crash test month, so it may need some adjustments in the future. But I just need to remember that it's okay to not be able to do everything, as long as I did my best to get things done. I really hope that this will help me to get closer to my goal. I'm giving myself a month to find that out, but most importantly, to find a routine and finally be productive. This is the first step to reaching the top of the mountain. Now I'm ready to see what's behind those rocks, and you're more than welcome to come with me. A journey is always better when shared. Thank you for watching this video and for all the support you've already given me on my previous video. It really was unexpected and it means a lot to me and motivates me to keep going. So really, thank you so much and see you very soon for some news. But spoiler alert, I already started implementing this routine and look at what I've just finished painting this week.